But no, I was only thinking, okay, well, me and Rob did have Kassy.
We did have Kassy. Isn't it weird? Like we're talking again a year later in the same place.
I'm so sorry that I haven't been able to review my shows in time. As I had put on notice, I was having guests and I didn't want, to be leaving my guests to come and watch Love Island. So I've sort of just recorded the episodes and I will watch them and try and upload my reviews as soon as I can. Anyway, hey there, thanks for stopping by. It's your girl Valerie. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, turn on the notification bell for when I upload new videos, and definitely leave a comment. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Love Island USA, Season 6, Episode 27. So we pick up from where we left off, in the sense that you have the three couples. The rest of those, safe islanders have been asked to choose a couple that they think is compatible. So the couples are Harrison and Sierra, Rob and Daniela, and Aaron and Kayla. Obviously, Aaron and Kayla are a day one couple. Yes, Rob is day one, but his partner is not. So they were going to choose Kayla and Aaron. I don't even know why we left it on the cliffhanger. I think we should have just left it with them being saved and then what's her name? Kassy being asked to recouple with someone. So Kassy is asked to recouple. I don't know why she picked Rob, because when she was dancing on Rob, he was sort of talking to her as though he was going through his shopping list, like, how are you? How is work? You're back again. So I'm surprised that he actually agreed to stay behind and couple up with her. Rob is playing this character. He's like, Joey Essex from Love Island UK. The producers brought him in just to annoy the viewers. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it, because it doesn't make sense why he's still in the villa. It doesn't make sense at all. I'm flabbergasted. So Kassy decides to couple up with Rob. Apparently they explode something in Casa, and that's what she wants to build on. Harrison, poor Harrison. Harrison came in, he messed about with Destiny, he was sent home. This time he came in and he was sent home. I think he knew he was screwed the moment he realized that Kassy was going to have to pick. I don't know what his relationship with Kassy was during their season. So am I surprised? I would have thought she would have picked him, but then at the same time, I don't think Kassy's his type. I think he likes the model looking, he's got this some sort of aesthetic that he goes for. So I think Kassy just realized that, nah, Harrison is not for me. So of the two, she decided to go with Rob. Rob was upset for Daniela because Daniela was going home, and it's like, you broke up with her. What do you think? If you had said you still have a connection and you're still exploring it, maybe people might have considered you. But because you shut things down with her, because you felt that, there was nothing there, so I'm not surprised. And Aaron needs to just come out and say, he fancies Rob. Because the way he jumped when Rob was saved is unbelievable. His excitement. I understand being friends, but he's more emotional about Rob than he is about Kayla. Which makes me question, is he that very close with Rob than he is with his partner, or what is it? Something is not right. Something doesn't smell right, because he's more emotional when it comes to his friend than he is to his partner. Is he just playing Kayla just for the game and then he'll dump her, but he's going to have a lifelong friendship with Rob? Make it make sense. I don't get it. So Harrison, Sierra, and Daniela are told that they're being dumped, and Harrison is like, oh well, it's not as painful as it was the first time, and it's like, yeah, I guess. It's sad, but it is what it is. I don't even get why they even bothered bringing him in, because he wasn't even in for a full week and they're already dumping him, and it's like, make it make sense. This math ain't mathing. Poor Daniela, she had a conversation with Rob telling her that, oh, you're going to be an amazing girl, you're going to find, your own person. She's sad, obviously, because she feels like she might have embarrassed her family whilst on the show. And I think the only thing that would have been embarrassing would have been her time in Casa with Aaron. Otherwise, everything else, she was okay. She behaved very well. And it's sad that, she had a connection with Aaron, but Aaron was more focused on the prize than he was on a connection, as far as I'm concerned, because I think his connection with Daniela was way better than his connection with Kayla, but that's just me thinking. So they get to pack their bags, they say their goodbyes after Rob has had a conversation with Daniela, and they leave the villa. Rob then has a chat with Kassy about their connection from last season and where they are this season, and if they see things growing any further and what's next. And it's like, oh my god, this is painful to watch. I don't know. I hope they work out, but I think Rob is just buying his time to get to the finale. That's my opinion. So after, the three dumped islanders leave, you have everyone get ready for bed and they go to bed. And I don't understand. I don't understand, Nicole. Is it gameplay or does she really like Kendall that much? Because she said to him, "You are everything to me." And it's like, him who? What has he done in order for you to think he's everything to you? I don't get it, because he's always put himself first. And so I don't know how you can make him your everything. At least you should have waited for him to tell you that you are his everything, but that's just me. In the morning, you have, well, I think there's a lot of gameplay in the sense that you have Kayla sort of moaning that why were they in the bottom? Is it because the viewers think that, she didn't allow time to pass before she forgave Aaron? And it's like, if you have feelings for this guy, what has our opinion got to do with it? What has our opinion got to do with it? You like him, you see a future with him. Good for you. We are okay. We'll be fine. We'll get over you sort of allowing this man to continue to play in your face, even though you know he's not serious. You have, Serena saying, "Oh, well, the public didn't like me as well for some time, but, maybe they still don't like me." And it's like, how do you know that the viewers didn't like you? So did you do what you did on purpose to get a reaction from the viewers? I don't get that comment. And then Love Island producers, I was really giving you kudos for not following the template from Love Island UK. And here we go again. Now you have Serena, Janea, and Leah sort of having a conversation, and you have Janea and Serena sort of saying, "Oh, why don't you give Rob another go? Why don't you try things again with Rob to see if they'll work?" And it's like, seriously, why? What about that has shown you that Rob is the best person for her? Rob has moved through partners like he's changing his socks or his boxes. So why do you think Leah deserves that? And I give her credit for saying, "No, I'm happy with Miguel." I think, Heartway Challenge convinced her that Miguel is it. She's asking for the hideaway. Rob won't give her the experience that Miguel will give her, so allow the girl to enjoy herself. So she stood on business and said, "No, I'm happy where I am and I'm going to stay where I am," which is good for her. You have Kendall and Cordell having a conversation, and Cordell is sort of told that, "Oh, Nicole told me that I'm everything to her, and I'm now thinking of telling her I love her." And it's like, oh my God. But I think he gave him good advice, because he said, try and hold off as long as you can to make sure that you really are in love with her and you're not just saying it for the sake of saying it, which I agree with. It would be bad for him to tell her he loves her and then change his mind later on. So I think, yeah, it's a good idea that he sort of sit back, wait to see if the feelings are genuine. And if they are, then let her know. If not, keep it moving, because you don't want to break someone's heart by making empty promises. I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. You have Kayla sort of having a conversation with Aaron, and they seem to be in a good place. And it's like, good for you. We're here, we're watching, we'll see what happens next. Although I don't think it's going to last. I think I saw a comment saying that the mother, or Kayla's mother, wasn't on board with her and Aaron or something like that, and she can't wait for them to break up. And it's like, it is what it is. You can't choose who your child dates. You can only pray and hope that they make a sound decision. You have, Rob in the morning, he brought Kassy some breakfast. So they're having a conversation with Kassy, and they're sort of discussing their families. This was nice. This was actually nice, because Rob's actually seemed engaged, because most of the times when the girls are talking to him, he just randomly blurts out these things. So the night before, he had a conversation with her and it seemed at ease, and even the other islanders noticed that he seemed very happy to be talking to her. So this time when he was having a conversation, they were pleased. They said, he looks very happy, he looks at ease, and they hope it works out for him. And I'm like, well, it has to, because Aaron couldn't survive without Rob in the villa. I really hope this time this connection works for Rob, because this is his 4th or 5th coupling up. And so if this connection doesn't work, then he's on his way home. And I don't think Aaron will be a happy bunny in the villa. I think he might actually pack his bags and go home with Rob and leave Kayla in the villa, because of the way he gets so emotional when it comes to Rob. Anyway, the islanders then receive a message that they'll be playing Mr. and Mrs. And so they start studying for the exam. You have everyone paying attention seriously, because everybody wants to win. Ariana Maddox arrives, and she lets them know that with this challenge, what's going to happen is the winners will get video calls from home. So whoever wins the challenge will get to speak to their families. And it's like, why aren't they just letting everyone speak to their families? Why does it have to be like that? I guess they just wanted to sort of well, create tension for no apparent reason, because some of the questions were very provocative, like who gives you the egg, who's annoying, who's that sort of thing. But I was pleasantly surprised. Because you had the likes of Cordell and Miguel saying that, oh, our memory is crap. My short-term memory is really bad. It's like, oh my God, this is not good. Anyway, so they would sit on either side of a sort of a frame. They couldn't see what the other person was writing, the couples, and then they would be asked a number of questions, and depending on the questions that they answered, they would be scored, and their final score determined who won and who lost. So in the end, you had Kenny and Janaea were number 6. I think I'm controversial. I think Kenny sabotaged, because it didn't make sense how he kept getting them wrong. Because Janaea kept saying, I want to meet your mom, and it's like, someone seems to be just getting himself to get them wrong. I could be wrong, but hey, it is what it is. Number 5 was Rob and Kassy. It actually makes sense because they're a new couple. They've just been coupled up for 24 hours. Joint in 3rd place was Miguel with Leah and Cordell and Serena. And so what happened is they were then told that because there's a tie for first, the 2 couples tied for first would have to compete. And that was Aaron and Kayla and Kendall and Nicole. And it makes sense because they're the couples that have been coupled up the longest. So it would have been sad if they hadn't got it. So they were asked the tiebreaker question about divorce. How many couples or how many marriages do you think to get divorced within the first 5 years? And so with Kendall and Nicole, they went above 60. Aaron and Kayla said about 20 something, and they got it right, so they won. And Nicole is not a sportsman. She is a terrible sportsman because of the face she was making. You could tell she was furious, and it's like, it's not that deep. It really is not that deep. Why are you so competitive? This is unhealthy for a relationship. Anyway, so after Aaron and Kayla won, they were given the option to choose 2 couples that they would also get video calls. And for me, this definitely made sense. Them picking, Kendall and Nicole made sense because they were just behind them in the scores. So it makes sense that you can't skip them and go and pick other people, because had they got 1 point right, they would have got the prize before you. So it makes sense. And then they decided to pick Serena and Cordell. And for me, it didn't make sense until, Serena said her mom has recently had an operation and she's been dying to speak to her. So I assumed that she had told Kayla, and this is why they chose them, because I couldn't get what other reason, unless the producers wanted Cordell's brother, OBJ, to be on Love Island, which doesn't make sense, but hey. It is what it is. It was a slow episode. I don't even get why they brought in Harrison. I really don't. Harrison didn't deserve to come in. I think Harrison could be better as a host. He doesn't need to be a participant. I think he's too above it. I don't want to say the show is beneath him, but I guess I could say so. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And click the link in my video to watch my review from episode 26. Bye guys.